So in today's video we're going over, was Extinction worth scrapping for zombies in Spaceland? In today's video we're going over why Extinction got scrapped and why zombies in Spaceland is probably the best idea for Infinity Ward to do as the main attraction for DLC for those people who don't play multiplayer anymore, or don't want to play multiplayer, or just want to play an extra mode on top of that. So first, Extinction mode is probably how do we say this? It's one of the most boring ass game modes we've actually had in Call of Duty in general, because it may have had some good features, but overall it didn't go so well, as I will explain in just a brief moment. What I mean by it doesn't go so well is, well, yeah, it went down the drain a bit. When I mean a bit, I mean a lot. Because at the beginning of Call of Duty Ghosts, it did start off very well until DLC 2, and then people started to lose interest because it was basically the same thing over and over and over again. Okay. Yeah, what I mean by it's over and over again, it's basically each map we basically got the same thing again and again and again. And when we got the game mode Extinction, we got these couple of options between stuff we can use, between the pistols we can use to the abilities we can use, but we're very limited on customization on this. It would have been better in Extinction if we actually got more customization within the guns we could use to start with, and the sort of things we could use out there, such as, because we got the sentry gun, we could have had something much more different, such as one of the other kill streaks from the multiplayer itself. And probably the good things of Extinction were it made us do stuff that we wouldn't normally do inside of Call of Duty. Like, normally we wouldn't fight aliens. We fought zombies in the past, but we never knew Call of Duty would go to the point where we fight aliens. But they would get more like difficult as we progress through Extinction. This is really good for Extinction because it made it harder, made people want to go do it again and again if they can't beat that certain alien, and basically it would be easier for them to do if they just keep attempting it and they know how to defeat that boss or alien, whatever it is, enemy type. It would be so much more easier for them to do because now they learned how to do that. But when we came to do this repeatedly stuff, when Extinction was done, like, you finished it once and you could basically finish it any other time, because when completing Extinction once, it's easy. The first time is always your hardest time at finishing Extinction, because you don't know what to upgrade and how to upgrade it and which upgrade path you should take. But after you learn how to do it the first time, it just becomes the same thing, because basically all they do is just change where the hive spawns at, and it becomes a lot more easier as you do it, because you will know the challenges off by heart by the more times you play it, and you will realize you are doing the same thing over and over again. Because when Extinction, you play that through at once, you get to the end, you basically have to do it again and again and again, and it basically just comes like a repeated cycle that you'll know how to do off by heart. The only times you'll fuck up is if you get screwed up by a rhino or a freaking scorpion or something, because these are the boss types that are annoying as fuck. And so they scrapped zombies. Well, no, they brought zombies back into Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, because zombies is the main trend in Call of Duty at the minute. And every company from Sledgehammer and Treyarch, they do zombies in their own unique style. As you can see, exo zombies, you can jump all over the place like you're on drugs, and the zombies are on drugs too. The most annoying zombies on earth, EMP zombies. And then we get Treyarch's a unique storyline that is dark and demonic and twisted, and we still don't know much sense of that last ending bit we had in Black Ops 3. But yeah, Extinction got apparently brought into zombies in a way in Black Ops 3, but we'll ignore that for now. But why did Extinction get scrapped? Extinction got scrapped because it was boring, and Zombies in Spaceland was made. Zombies in Spaceland is the best probably way Infinity Ward could do to bring back their game, well their gaming, their game as a studio, because as a studio they were falling because Call of Duty Ghosts had a bad one. From my personal opinions, Infinite Warfare multiplayer is not the best thing in the world. The campaign is pretty decent, because I pretty like Infinite Warfare campaigns, because in Sledgehammer you do great, you do amazing campaigns. Infinity Ward, you do amazing campaigns too. Treyarch, you do not do so good in campaigns, but that's my personal preferences on that, because Black Ops 3 campaign made no sense. Sledgehammer's Advanced Warfare campaign was amazing. Kevin Spacey did a great job, and then Infinite Warfare, that campaign was probably not the best campaign that I've ever played for Infinite Warfare, because the Modern Warfare series in general, it's probably the best campaign they put out, because it was the most in-depth story, a campaign that I've ever seen, spanning through 3 games. But the campaign this year was alright, and Zombies in Spaceland is probably one of the best unique zombie modes I've ever seen. What I mean is by being never seen, I've never seen a zombie mode, like survival one, be so fun and challenging at the same time, because you get the challenges when the zombies get difficult through the rounds, but you can have fun on the arcade machines and the rides around the map. It's so fun, and it's set in the 80s, best of all, the best era to be set in. The 80s, the best era to be set in, and probably some of the best music came out of it, and that's what Zombies in Spaceland gives. It gives us some of the best tunes from the 80s and onwards. And then we also get the bosses in there to make them even more difficult like Extinction. But this one makes it more difficult because this boss just keeps going back and back and back. Unlike Extinction, their bosses were annoying, as in the Rhino would keep going back and back and back, but more of them, because I think you could have like 4 or 5 on the map at one time that could come and fuck you up at any time, because the Rhino was the most annoying thing on Earth. And then you get Zombies in Spaceland, that is probably got the nerf down boss in the world, because this boss was really overpowered at launch. Now he's been nerfed a bit. Now it can be killed real easy as long as you just have double tap. It would be fun as hell. And there can be 2 of them, up to 2 in solo, and probably like I think it's up to 3 in co-op, because I ain't actually seen 3 in co-op yet, because I ain't got that high with friends yet. But I'm hoping to be able to take Connor and Owen up there, so I can get some good high round footage for some later on videos. So that'll be good if I can get them in it. Zombies in Spaceland also was good because it actually had an Easter egg and it's actually got a great storyline up to now. It's really good for a good storyline up to now. It's set in the 80s. You've been brought into a movie by this is he a failed movie developer or a failed movie? I don't know what he is. He's like, I know he's going like disappeared. He's like a horror film director that has disappeared for some reason. He's real famous, but I don't really get the storyline up to now. I'm not keeping up to track on the Infinite Warfare zombie storyline. But then you got Extinction, was where did the aliens come from? We actually don't know where the aliens come from. And then you get Zombies in Spaceland. We know some secret stuff about him, but he's mystical because of the dark magic. And then Extinction made a little no sense. It was good at the beginning that we got these aliens that came from space, but not much where from in space, probably Mars, because Mars is always a common thing in Infinite War games now, ever since that campaign in Infinite Warfare. Yeah, they probably came from space. Having some aliens come from space sounds probably logical, and we don't know how they corrupted one of them in Extinction somehow. It made no sense, because that's when DLC 3 came in, and it made absolutely no sense. And Extinction mode was pretty easy on Zombies in Spaceland. It's easy and fun, and probably is the more better game mode to have, because zombies are the main trend. And the one thing I hated about Extinction the most, there was a money limit. You can only have up to $6,000 at once. But you can check Zombies in Spaceland, you can have, I don't know how many, it's probably just the max amount of points the game code can handle, and I don't know how much that is, but it would be great to see how much points. I might just do that. I might just see how many points I can put into one game, just not spend as much cash as I want to, or just buy a war weapon, see how much cash I can get, not like upgrading shit at all, and see how much cash I can get in like one game from like 1 to 30. That'd be pretty cool to do. So yeah, Zombies in Spaceland are definitely the better game mode, because it has more variety of weapon choices to use, instead of being told to use these certain type of weapons from the challenges I give you, because the challenges seem more like logical and more fun to do. And yeah, that's probably why Zombies in Spaceland was mostly chosen, because the community didn't like being forced to use certain weapons, and they preferred using these weapons they chose. So that would probably be the best reason why they chose it. And they put an Easter egg in it. An Easter egg is what Extinction needed, not this storyline that was forced on you. But it definitely needed Easter eggs, not these little Easter eggs that use a spawn into teddy bears. It needed a proper full-fledged Easter egg that took like ages to do, days to do, instead of just this thing you complete on day one. It was kind of stupid what they did with that, and I really didn't like it at all when they did that. Cause it was kind of stupid, really stupid like that. So anyway, this is why Extinction was scrapped and why Infinite Warfare Zombies and Spaceland was brought in. Hope you guys really enjoyed it, and until then, I will say goodbye.